welcome back to Rule the Waves, where we've just entered World War I, basically. So, intelligence claims that Germany has a battle cruiser in the Caribbean. Okay. And some serious heft in West Africa. Russia has a battle cruiser in West Africa. Alright, I guess we have to actually send some serious stuff to West Africa. Don't care about the Indian Ocean. Don't care about Southeast Asia. Nothing in the South Pacific. Russia doesn't have anything in Northeast Asia. So, let's quick slug over everything we can. Northeast Asia. These are the light battle cruisers. Um, and we'll send a cruiser, and then we'll send six modern destroyers to the Caribbean. Then we'll send Yorktown a cruiser, and we are low on destroyers because a bunch are already on the west coast. You to West Africa. 7 months until the Stuarts come. We really need some more destroyers, don't we? We already have stuff in the Caribbean, so these can have their move order canceled. Nope. What is going on here? Alright, so we'll take 2 more and send them to West Africa. We'll take these, sling them into Northern Europe. And then basically the Atlantic Fleet. With a few light cruisers for backup. Is gonna say hi. The problem is we have all these destroyers working up that are not yet capable of going into battle. Not the best. All right. So we don't have enough tonnage on Foreign Station. So Kearsarge completes this month, and that'll take some of the strain off our finances. All right, let's see how this works. Enemy coastal raid. All right, let's at least try to fight it. Saratoga and a single screening destroyer. Not looking good for us. We'll see what we're up against. However, we do have improved director, and they do not, as far as I know, so that will make a difference. We'll stick on cruise and wait for the enemy to be sighted. We have a bunch of minesweepers which will at least exist to take enemy sightings. It's noon, which means we have a few hours of sunlight. Contact report. Up to 26 knots. Turn about. And try to hunt down the contact. Another sighting report. It's not even telling me where the patrol boats are. That's annoying. Pretty sure that's a sunken patrol boat. That's some contacts. Two battle cruisers. Well, that's not good. Well, if it gets too rough, we can always come about and make for Charleston. But we can land some hits in. Uh-oh, that's the modern one, isn't it? No, that's the crappy one. All right, but it's got a heck of a lot of belt. 6 12s, and this one is 4 12s. So we're outnumbered less than 2 to 1. Why not? The finest traditions. That better be all their forces. They better not also have some other stuff. Here we go. What's our belt on this? 11-inch belt. 2-inch deck. We'll see. She does have good crew and the best director we have. All right, this is a good heading. We currently out on this heading, we're crossing their T, so we actually have 6 to 5 advantage in 12-inchers. Both of these are 12-inchers, right? 24,000, 6 12-inch, 25 knots. And this thing is 24 knots, 412-inch, and it's little more than an armored cruiser. Well, now they're coming parallel to us, so now we're outnumbered 2-to-1 in heavies. Kearsarge is still working up, so isn't joining in this fight, I guess. Not really sure why we lost identification on it. It's well within our sighting range. But if it wants to have a one-on-one fight, I'm game. Let's close. I'll take 6 versus 4 odds any day. Oh, the other one's coming back. Oh well, it was good while it lasted. Penetrating hit. Oh yes. We had some good hits. Uh-oh. Both of our after turrets are out of action. That's annoying. We're still getting more hits than they are. We're in torpedo radius, so we better be careful. Uh-oh. That was a decent hit, but it bounced off the belt, so it's fine. We'll come about. Are our turrets back in action yet? No, they're not. That's so annoying. Our guns are back in action, and we get 4 out of 6 hits. Oh, yes. God, improved director is the best. 6 hits at about 8,000 yards. $7,000 yards to the center of the formation. Yeah. So I bet they pierced. So we might get one of these ships before we have to turn tail and run. we get 5 out of 6 guns hit. Wow, that's a high hit chance. What are our hit chances anyway? Oh, 10%. It seems higher in practice. We've switched fire. Let's chase after the other one and get at least one of these sunk. This is what you get for putting an obsolete battlecruiser up against an actual battlecruiser. Turret jammed, but we've taken a fair amount of damage, so we probably should withdraw soon. Not sure I actually want to duel against this thing. But it says medium damage, so maybe we'll be okay. We still have all our torpedoes? Yes, we do. Oh, we fired 1 torpedo, it looks like. All right, let's put some torpedoes into this thing. Why is it not firing torpedoes? Center turret still out of action. Took another medium hit. How are they doing? They've taken a fair amount of damage, but they have so much belt armor. Oh, they do have submerged torpedo tubes. Yeah, I probably should not have done that with Saratoga. I waited too late to turn. You're absolutely correct. All right, that's better. I approve. Now you have fired another torpedo. Center turret still out of action. We haven't taken any more serious hits though. So we'll continue the fight, and we got, oh, that was just the 4-inch guns. Don't actually care. All right, Saratoga got her centerline turret hit again. So it may be a little while before. back in action. And Jarvis failed me again by not putting another fish in this thing. Pass-through hit. Saratoga is actually taking some hits. All right, Jarvis fired again. I presume that'll hit because the ship is stopped. Put you back on AI control. Did Saratoga take a serious hit? Yeah, she took some serious flotation damage. Down to 21 knots. But I believe in our damage control teams. Oh, did that fish miss, or is it not hit yet? The fish missed! Oh, that's not fair. Flooding is almost stopped, so that's fine. And all our turrets are back in action? No, the center to midships turret is still jammed. All right, but it's heavily damaged. Saratoga's hit again. That thing, it better be sinking. I presume it's sinking. I'm going to take Jarvis on a run against this thing as well, because we can't afford to just duke it out forever. Because we've taken some serious hits. 12 heavy hits, 15 medium hits. All right, we got another 12-inch hit. But that medium turret is still taking away part of our firepower. It is now twilight. All right, so its last known position is right off that bay. All right, that's fine. Take it off AI control. Avoid the headland. That's fine. Good, you're turning away. That's what we like to see. All right, Jarvis may or may not make it, actually, given that they have multiple destroyers hanging out. which would be very sad. But I want to put some fish into this thing. Good. Turret's back in action. Although the forward turret is out of AP. Oh, ha! I guess we got a critical hit. And nightfall. That's what we like to see. All right, I guess that was a bit too close of a run. So Jarvis didn't actually manage to launch any torpedoes. But it launched one during the turn on the bow, and it's launched another one right there. Okay, I cannot imagine any old battle cruiser that can survive 3 torpedo hits. So, back to AI control. That thing is so dead. So, meanwhile, let's go check on what happened to the other one. Oh, it sank. Yeah, it sank. Okay. So we'll continue around here and avoid getting torpedoed in turn by that thing. It's just not sinking. Or it's taking its sweet time to sink. All right. So that was highly successful. I didn't think that I would necessarily be able to pull that off, but boy, did we ever. So we were outgunned nearly 2-1. 10 guns to our 6. In tonnage, it was more than 2-1, I think, because we're only 18,000 tons. But we had excellent crews and excellent fire control because we just managed to rebuild Saratoga and Lexington with the most modern directors. Boy, was that worthwhile. All right, we'll continue to harass those destroyers, drive them off, and hopefully not die. Yes, Jackie Fisher would be very proud of a battlecruiser versus battlecruiser battle, where the side that was fastest won. I will just point out. Also, good damage control. Like, we took a lot of damage that battle, and barely noticed. So good. Probably lost that minesweeper though. Missed. And battle is complete. So we lost 2 minesweepers. I thought we only lost 1. That's a shame. But we sank 2 battlecruisers. Heavy damage on one destroyer, medium damage on the other destroyer. All within sight of Charleston. Or actually, what was that? Let's see. It is the Battle of Bulls Bay. The bay just to the northeast of Charleston. They did sink those 2 ships, though, and picked up survivors from them. Okay. Huh, we're not blockading Germany. How does that work? How are we blockading Russia and not Germany? That makes no darn sense. I guess our forces are not so obviously superior to their forces. They have 1 dreadnought there. All right, so all right, so let's build a few of these. And we need to put a few more ships on coastal patrol. What else can we put on coastal patrol? We'll put some those on coastal patrol. Still a long time out before any of our cruisers come online. Bunch more destroyers that only have 6 months left. All right, so our dispositions are decent. And Kearsarge is still working up. That was why Kearsarge did not take part in that battle, because if Kearsarge had taken part of that battle, it would not have been a question. All right. Maybe next turn we'll blockade Germany? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Let's go. Oh, that's not good. What do they have over here? Oh, we'll send another battlecruiser down there. Why not? We'll send one of the actually moderns. Anything coming off the ways soon? All right, that staunches the bleeding slightly. I care much more about these than I do about one more Princeton, when we already have extraordinary superiority on the battle line. Build a few more of those, and some more destroyers. All right. 9 battle cruisers, 4 light cruisers. Oh, interesting. Enemy forces 11 battle cruisers. I find that hard to believe, but okay. They decline battle. I should think so. Russia, however, does not decline battle despite being much more outnumbered than the Germans. And all we get are 2 frickin' light cruisers. So I think we just have to sink 2 enemy ships, probably. Sink any ship. All right. I could really use some better cruisers. Light rain. What's the sighting range? 15,000 yards. Bleh. All right, so do we go into the Gulf of Riga or do we go up here? I think we go into the Gulf of Riga. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, why are we doing this? We should be Search line. What did we just cite? Oh, we just cited a coastal battery. Yeah, let's get the heck away from this. Man, our sighting ranges are just nothing in this weather. Why did Bridgeport detach? Not going so hot. Let's get out of range. Bridgeport's actually taken a fair amount of damage from that coastal battery that we blundered into. Well, that sucks. I forgot that there was a coastal battery there. Yeah, that's not good. All right, you know what? Let's just send you home. And hopefully you actually make it out of there alive. All right, good. You made it out of there alive. Now you just have to make it home, but whatever. Oh, for crying out loud, you blundered into another coastal battery. So much for going to the Gulf of Riga. There's nothing here. Uh-oh. The rain stopped, which means they can see us now. What are you doing? You're supposed to go home. Great. Well, this was a disaster. Didn't find a single ship. Should have chosen the other place, I guess, instead of hunting around here. We still haven't seen a thing. Yeah, now you're laying smoke, now that you're sinking. Crikey. Alright, I guess we should go pick up their survivors. Ridiculous. Yeah, the AI is not smart enough to keep speed low when detached. Oh, it's not gonna let me pick up survivors. Okay. I guess all the ships were up north. I bet there's another coastal battery here and here. Alright, at least we found a ship. Watch it be like a battlecruiser or something ridiculous. That's how our day is going. Turned too fast to be one. Can we identify it yet? And the torpedo missed. All right. At least there's that. Yeah, had we just gone here first, had I made the opposite call. Oh well. Land target. Let's get out of here. All right, so that was a disaster. However, given that we just sank 2 of their battlecruisers, losing an old light cruiser is not the worst thing in the world. Still not the best, though. It's an Italian battlecruiser I couldn't care less about. We're still not blockading Germany. All right, let's see what we get from this. Our forces. The support force is a couple battle cruisers. Really? Did we really get the... Yeah. We got Tycho, and we got Ranger, which is the Yorktown. But over here, nine 14s. All right. So we have the three of the Independence class and one Tycho. With oh, wait, I thought did I click the wrong thing? I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, here's the Tycho. 12 14s. All right. With a scouting force. All right, let's see if we can turn up some actual German ships. All right, what be you? That looks like a fleet. Sure shooting it looks like a fleet. All right, let's come to a broadly parallel course. Close the range to see what they are. Get the heck out of here. We do not want to be under battlecruisers' guns. We don't even know what speed they're at. Probably somewhere around 25 knots, which means to intercept we've got to go way out here. So let's open up the range and see if they follow us. They do. Good. Yeah, that's a 12-inch hit straight through the belt, extended belt. That was a big hit. A single, maybe not 12-inch, whatever guns those things are. But that was bad. That was a bad hit. Let's get out of here. So class 612-inch. All right, if that identification is correct, no matter what the other battle cruiser is, we are superior. Hindenburg class. All right, that's a decent ship, but we have more and bigger guns, and wow, it has paper for a belt. All right, I'm going to tuck you in behind the rest of the fleet. How's the flooding? Almost staunched. All right, I'm not going to bother to retire on the rest of the support force because we don't need to. We've crossed their T. And open fire. That was pretty nice. Got a hit already. That was good. Yeah, you better run. We severely outnumber them. Well, not outnumber, but at least outgun. So we'll close at 2 knots. Yeah, we still have decent forward firepower, which is 6 and 6. They're turning again. That's acceptable. Yeah, Lutzo is falling behind because it's 24 knots. I want to work out enough to the side that we can unmask our after turrets, which we can't quite yet. What's range? 1,600 yards, 16,000 yards. All right. Hindenburg is getting away, so, well, whatever ship that actually is. I don't know if it is SMS Hindenburg, but it's Hindenburg class. Yes, we are finally at the point of history where you can sink ships by gunfire. You don't always need torpedoes. What are our destroyers doing? I wasn't paying attention to our destroyers and their... Oh, because we plowed right through. I didn't even notice. Good, no torpedoes hit. Because I didn't notice we just plowed through one of their destroyers. All right. This is what these ships were made to do. Was utterly outclass any enemy's battleships and battlecruisers. What's our ammunition like? Not so great. Have we taken a hit? Why does it show us that we've taken a hit even though we've taken no hits? Oh, because a turret jammed. Ah, that's why. All right. The destroyers will handle that. That's why we have destroyers. Yes. This is how a fleet action is supposed to go. Let's heal back around and deal with the other one. Oh, and here comes the rest of the support force. So I guess they're gonna... Ah, and I see we've already launched some fishes. Jeepers. All right, well, I'm not going to waste any more fish. So, that went rather well. The glorious 21st of December. Minneapolis still doesn't have her flooding under control, I guess. We found something. Why is it still flooding? Why have they not limited the flooding back down to 0? Senator Fuhrer, I started up again like an hour and 15 minutes ago. You missed 2 truly glorious battles in this episode so far. Truly glorious. Well, I mean the first half of this battle, which was the actual battle part, and another battle. All right. Did we spy a land target? Or did we spy an actual ship? We spy an actual ship. That took a lot of sinking. And thus endeth the battle. That was fairly crushing, I think you could say. They had one surviving merchant ship. Okay, well. But as you can see, we sank 2 battle cruisers, a destroyer, 3 minesweepers, 2 transports. Heavy damage to a destroyer, and 1 destroyer escaped. Heavy damage to our light cruiser, but they didn't even land a shell on our battle cruisers. All right. We are still somehow not blockading Germany. I really don't understand why. I guess because they have, like... No? That's so weird. I don't understand why we're not getting blockade points for... Maybe it only shows B on one of them, because we're blockading the enemy, quote unquote. Whatever. Yeah, but so does Russia, and Russia is marked as blockaded. So I think it's just if you're blockading the... Oh, right, because Russia declared war on us, and Germany declared war on support. So I think they're like the secondary power. That's a nice balance of VPs. Still 15 months before that's even launched, let alone when it finishes working up. All right, but I gotta call it quits for the night. It's late. It's 11 p.m. So thanks everybody for watching. Yet another glorious episode. Not as glorious as the Glorious Soviet Space Program, but glorious. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.